have got the Pitmaster in the house at the moment. One of the most sought after Pitmasters in the world, certainly here in the UAE. He is the chef de cuisine, he is the Pitmaster down at the Blacksmith Smokehouse, which you can find at the heart of the marina, at the Wyndham Dubai Marina. Chef Orelle C. Young joins us live here in the studio. Orelle, good to have you on board.
What's up? I'm in the building.
You are in the building, and that is why there is a lot of excitement, because when Chef Orelle is around, then everyone stops to listen, because this is a man who knows a thing or two about smoke. And let's take it back, if we can, to that sort of basic structure of taking a food, it doesn't have to be meat, just food in general, and then infusing it with smoke. I mean, this is one of the most guttural, most basic, most fundamental ways of us eating, isn't it?
Yeah, in a way, in a lot of ways, yeah. It's like man, meat, fire, and that's how it's been promoted wherever it touches down.
Talking of touching down, you've touched down here in the UAE for over the last couple of years now, almost 2 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm reaching a year and a half. I got here in the fall of 2017.
And that was specifically for the Blacksmith Smokehouse, was it?
Specifically.
Okay. So what was it that attracted you? Because obviously you're a man who's got international experience over in the States, across Europe as well, to come out here to the UAE for a project like this.
Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the first. I knew it was coming. While I was in the UK, there was a lot of talks of kind of smokehouses and just meats coming to the forefront in the Middle East. And not just Dubai, but Dubai, I knew Dubai was going to kind of do it right and make it large scale the same way the UK and the US did.
You find it down at the Wyndham Dubai Marina. It is the Blacksmith Smokehouse, the city's meatiest all-American smokehouse, been nominated for a What's on Dubai award, been nominated for a BBC Good Food Award. They're getting recognition, as I mentioned, left, right and centre. How, when you approach something like this, Orelle, what do you do? Is it key to set yourself apart from the competition, or when it's something as specific as a smokehouse, do you just have to be the best in the business?
Yeah, you gotta approach it by doing pretty much what you know, and you just hope everything else falls in place. There's definitely gonna be an audience for it. You know this because people love meat. Yeah, it's just innate. So yeah, we just started out with being as traditional as possible, even right down to our smoker. It's an offset barrel wood-fired smoker. We call it Old Betty. And yeah, that's kind of like the hardest way to go about it in the game, but I knew that's the way to get the best flavor.
See, I know that you're the star of the show down at the Blacksmith Smokehouse, but a lot of people will want to say that Old Betty also shares that limelight as well. I mean, how important is it to have that relationship with your smoker?
Well, you need to get the right smoker, and Old Betty is just the perfect smoker for us. It's not the largest space in the world, but it's definitely super comfortable. So Old Betty fits in just with enough space for some guests to get in there as well. Yeah.
And in terms of what Old Betty can do, I mean, we've had smokers come in the past talking about them sort of experimenting. You know, they're here in a different part of the world, and they're getting different kinds of meats, and they're getting different foodstuffs. Is that something you're constantly doing as well, looking at what you can infuse with smoke?
Yeah, absolutely. I always start with we made the best effort to get as much American USDA meat in-house as possible.
Yeah.
But we definitely, we reached out to other regions. Like we have our duck breast, that's a French duck breast. We have our lamb. The best lamb apparently comes from Australia, so we had to reach out to the best purveyors to get some nice lamb ribs in, some pulled lamb. Pulled lamb is like a pulled on American. It's like a play on an American classic. Some of you might know what that refers to, but just as efficient. So,
and in terms of sticking to the authenticity of an all-American smokehouse, I mean, you're an all-American guy as well, a New York City native. A Giants fan, are you?
I am a Giants fan.
A Giants fan or not?
Giants fan.
Okay, so that's part of your sort of so meat is one part of your love and the Giants are another part of your love, yeah? Okay, you share that love out.
Yeah, and we've tailgated many games in the parking lot. Not with Old Betty, just a smaller scale.
Exactly that, which is a great tradition for those that don't know. But in terms of that as well, is that something that you want to sort of stay true to, though? That all-American recipe for success when it comes to smokehouses?
Right. It's a culture. It's a feel. I want people to walk in the doors, whether they've eaten at an American smokehouse before or never have. I want them to leave the Blacksmith and go to another smokehouse and be like, wow, that was a smokehouse, when they finally get down to Texas. Christ Market, top smokehouse in the world to me.
That's where you go, is it?
It's in Slockhart, Texas, and they kind of really, fine-tuned and started it all.
Yeah.
But I want people to get that same feeling when they walk in the door. I want them to smell the smoke.
And in terms of that smoke, how do you create the perfect smoke as well? I mean, we talk a lot about the meats that you put into the smokehouse itself, but into Old Betty. But in terms of creating that smoke, are you very particular as to what you burn in there as well?
Most certainly. There's different types of wood. You have apple wood, you have pecan, you have mesquite. I definitely like to go for oak. When I was in the UK, I was using English oak. When I was in the States, I was using post oak shipped from Texas. So here, I'm closer to England, so we get definitely post oak. Not post oak, the English oak.
Yeah.
And it's a sweeter flavor versus the other woods that are super overpowering. We eat meat because we like the flavor of meat. It's just a kiss of smoke. Just enough.
We've got the big man in the house. Chef Orelle is here. He is the chef de cuisine pitmaster at the Blacksmith Smokehouse right here in the heart of Dubai. You can find it down the Wyndham Dubai Marina. He's taking your calls. He's taking your questions. If you've got any questions, maybe you're trying a little bit of smoking of your foodstuffs back at home at the moment. Maybe you want some advice. Maybe you're a friend and a fan of the Blacksmith Smokehouse. If not, then make sure you get yourself down there. But if you've got any questions for Chef Orelle, then feel free to get them in to us now on 4001. You're listening to The Agenda. We're live here on Dubai I-103.8, and we'll have more after a bit of Taylor Swift. Harder online and on the text messages. Keep them coming in, 4001. Loads of people having their say. Why? Because we've got Chef Orelle here in the house. Chef Orelle is the chef de cuisine, and he's the pitmaster at the Blacksmith Smokehouse here in Dubai, the city's meatiest all-American smokehouse, which you can find and try out at the Wyndham Dubai Marina. Lots of praise coming through. So obviously a lot of people have tried it out already. A lot of questions coming through as well, which we'll put to Chef Orelle now. We keep banging on about the fact that it is the city's meatiest all-American smokehouse. It would be silly if it wasn't meaty when it comes to an American smokehouse. But somebody has texted in, no name with this one, saying, do you do vegetarian options?
What are vegetarian? No, we most certainly do. We didn't forget about the vegetarians at all.
Which is interesting because a lot of people think, okay, yeah, I'm going down there because I want the meatiest of meats, but you're catering for all at the same time. So if you've got a big party and somebody is a vegetarian, come on down, yeah?
Yeah, we got them covered. We have this huge smoked veggie stack. I have this
smoked... You smoke the veggies as well?
I smoke the veggies for the veggie stack. It's like this giant veggie burger. One of a kind, yeah.
I love that. So that's one of them. Another one's come through from Duncan. Would love to know what's the most different or exotic item that you've ever smoked in Old Betty, that is, of course. Duncan, thank you very much indeed for that one. What's that then?
More recently, we had camel meat. Camel shoulder, to be specific.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. Takes a while.
Yeah, to get the camel into Old Betty? She's got to be big, isn't she, eh?
You got to chop it up to maximize getting as much smoke on it as possible. And yeah.
Does it work, though?
It works. Yeah. You break it down to smaller pieces. You smoke it for about 10 hours. Yeah. And then you take it out and you braise it.
Okay. So that one's for you, Duncan. Here's one that's come through from Sam saying, do you guys do an evening brunch or a brunch at any point?
We do. We have launched our hot turkey brunch on Thursday nights.
Oh, Thursday nights, yeah.
Yes, and it's been quite the extravaganza. So it starts from 7 to 11 p.m. We have different packages. So you have like a soft drink package that starts at $250, and then you're looking at $350 for the house beverages.
Okay. Lots of people texting in with their questions. I want to get one from you, though, and I know that you're helping to fly the flag for American smokehouses here in the region. But I think it's fair to say, don't you think, Orelle, that the whole concept of American smokehouse has sort of boomed in recent years. It's got bigger and become a very sort of popular concept worldwide. Right. What's driven that, do you think?
I think it's really okay. So you have the flavors that people are looking for, just something different. But it really is the culture. Yeah. You have music that ties into that. You have the beverages that tie into it, and it's really the whole family style atmosphere of it. That kind of what makes our brunch a signature as well. Like you have Dubai. It's like a wide range of different styles of brunches and how the food's served. But every time you walk in our doors, you better be ready to share a plate with your best friend because it's going to be family style.
It's Thursday night brunch if you want to try it out down there, but that doesn't, of course, forget the fact that you are open pretty much for business throughout the entire week, aren't you?
Yes, we are. From 5 p.m., our doors are open.
Every night from 5 p.m. down at the Wyndham Dubai Marina. Get on down there and say hi to the Pitmaster. Good team down there as well?
Great team.
Yeah?
Real group of characters over there. But no, the best group I can work with. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Well, it's good to have you here, Orelle, with us. Anything else in the pipeline for the Blacksmith Smokehouse at the moment? Looking forward to the summer.
The summer? Yeah, we're gonna do some real interesting things. We're trying to push for the last Thursday of every month. We're gonna smoke something exotic.
Oh wow! Okay. More details,
so stay tuned,
in this space. Orelle, can't thank you enough. All the best to you, all the best to your beloved New York Giants as well, and all the best to the entire team down at the Blacksmith Smokehouse.
Thanks for having us.
If you want to go and check out Orelle and all the team, get yourself down there to the Wyndham Dubai